Hi Year 3, welcome to your reading video for Tuesday the 2nd of March. So this is a video for you if you've got the Key Stage 1 English Reading Booklet. Now we had some fantastic pieces of work sent in yesterday where we were looking at vocabulary and inference questions in our reading. I'd like to give a big shout out to Renee. I was really impressed with your reading work, Renee, so keep up the amazing work. Now today we're going to be turning to a different page in our booklet and we're going to be moving all the way onto page 33 where you're going to be completing pages 33, 34 and 35 based on a poem called The Ice Cream Man. Now before we start looking at our booklet for today, let's get ourselves warmed up ready for our learning. So for your warm-up challenge today, I have got some rhyming cards for you to complete. Now, words that rhyme have the same sound at the end of the word. So I've got a rhyming card here that I'm going to complete and show you how we do it. Now, the word I've got at the top, I've got hair. So I've got the word hair and I can see the girl's hair there. Now I need to find words that rhyme with the word hair. Now what sound is at the end of the word hair? Air. It's the air sound. So I'm going to try and find words that have that same sound at the end. Now that sound doesn't have to be spelt the same as it is in hair, okay? I just need the same sound at the end. Now the first most obvious one for hair, air, okay? All around us the air is. So the first rhyming word I've got that rhymes with hair is air, okay? Now, I've just thought of an animal, okay, that rhymes with the word hair, but it's not spelt the same at the end, okay? It's got an air sound at the end of the word, but it's not spelt a-i-r. What animal could I be thinking of? Hair, air, bear. Now bear is b-e-a-r, bear, okay? But it's got that air sound at the end, bear. So I've got hair, air, bear. Ooh, what do you sit on at school year 3? Well done if you shouted out chair. That's also got the air sound at the end of the word. I'm going to use my phonics, air, okay? So I found and completed my rhyming card by finding 3 rhyming words that rhyme with the word hair, okay? So, in your purple book or on your whiteboard, I'd like you to pause my video now and complete these 3 rhyming cards. So you're going to find words that rhyme with nest, words that rhyme with bell, words that rhyme with snake, and words that rhyme with meat. So think about those words. What sounds do they have at the ends of those words? So pause the video now and complete my rhyming card warm-up challenge. Right, so you should have just completed my warm-up challenge for today. Let's have a look at our learning question then. It says, can I answer vocabulary and comprehension questions based on a poem? So the text we're going to be looking at today is a poem. So it's a little bit different to what we've been doing. Now, we were looking at vocabulary questions yesterday and we were fantastic at them. And we know vocabulary means words. So we were looking at synonyms. They're words which mean the same thing, but they're spelt differently. And we were looking at the definitions of words in a text, okay? Now, comprehension questions, you have been answering lots of comprehension questions and you've been fantastic at these. Now, we know we're like Rex the Retriever when we answer comprehension questions, where we're searching by skimming and scanning for the answer in the text, and we are brilliant at that year 3. So what I'd like you to do now, just pause the video and go and get your reading booklet and turn to page 33 because we're going to go start looking at our text and going through some of the questions together. Right, so you should have got your page 33 at the ready. Now I've said our text today is a poem, and you can see my poem looks like it's been split into 3 paragraphs. But because this is a poem, we don't call them paragraphs, we call them stanzas. So you've got 3 stanzas of a poem there. Now, some of you might want to pause the video now and skip this next bit because I'm going to read this poem, but you need to make sure if you're skipping this bit, you read it carefully to yourself at home, okay? So if you're going to read along with me, get yourself a pencil or a pen or even a highlighter so we can highlight any keywords we're not too sure of. So are you ready with your following finger? Or you can read it with me. Ready? The ice creamer. When summer's in the city and it's a blaze of heat, the ice cream man with his little cart goes trundling down the street. Now I'm going to get my highlighter at the ready and highlight trundling because I'm not too sure of what the word trundling means. Oh, I've just spotted something. Have you spotted it on your page? There's something on our page to help us. And you can see trundling has got a little star by it. And I can see it down here too. And it says trundling equals, that means it means moving slowly. Okay, so that ice cream man in a blaze of heat has gone slowly down the street with his little car. He's gone trundling. That means the same as moving slowly. Okay, let's read the second stanza then. Are you ready? Beneath his round umbrella, oh what a joyful sight, to see him fill the cones with mounds of cooling brown and white. So he's got his cones under his umbrella and he's filling them with mounds. Okay, so that's big mounds of cooling, so something cold, brown and white. Or if he's the ice cream man, what is he filling those cones with? Ice cream. Well done if you said that at home. And if it's their brown ice cream and white ice cream, what flavours could they be? I'm sure you'll be shouting out the flavours to me at home. Right, let's look at the third stanza then. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, or chilly things to drink, from bottles full of frosty fizz, green, orange, white, or pink. Okay, so we also sell drinks too. Okay, now I said our first questions today on our poem are based on vocabulary questions, so we're going to be looking at the meaning of words and maybe looking for some synonyms as well. So, number 1, and it's a blaze of heat. So it's given us a sentence from our poem. What does this mean? So we're looking for the definition. What does that sentence mean in the poem? Circle the answer. So to help you with this, we can read around that sentence in the poem. So I'm going to go find it. Oh, there it is. So the sentence before says, when summer's in the city and it's a blaze of heat. Okay, so I can use that sentence to help. Because when it's summer, think about the weather. Okay, that might help you answer this question. So it's a blaze of heat. Now the word blaze, that means like a big fire. So bearing that in mind, thinking about what blaze means, and the sentence that comes before in the poem says, when summer's in the city, circle the answer. Does and it's a blaze of heat mean that it's going to be very hot, very cold, or quite warm? Okay, so have a think about that and you can use that sentence in the poem to help you. And what I've just said blaze means. Number 2 then, we've got another find and copy. So you're going to be right like Rex the Retriever, where you're going to go find a word in the text. Let's see then. Find and copy one word that means cold. Okay, ooh, now thinking about the word cold, I've spotted a word in this text in one of these stanzas that means the same as cold. So if something's cold, what else could we describe it as? It's in the text, so look carefully. So pause the video now and complete those 2 vocabulary questions. When you've done that, come back to my video because we're going to have a look at our comprehension questions on page 34 and 35. So you should have just completed page 33. Now we're going to have a look at together pages 34 and 35 in your booklet, focusing on comprehension questions. So we're going to be like Rex the Retriever, and we're going to use this poem and pinch the answers, take the answers from it, okay? Now you'll notice the poem is the same again, but it's put it on there for you to have another reread of it. So pause the video now just to refresh your memory on the same poem. Okay, so hopefully you've just given that another read. Let's have a look at our questions then. So number 1, in which season does the ice cream man sell ice cream? And it's asking you to tick one box. So I've got the seasons of spring, autumn, summer and winter. Now I know lots of you will be saying, well, I've seen the ice cream man in more than one season coming down my street. But remember, these are comprehension questions, retrieval questions. So we need to go and find the answer in the text. So have a look, can you skim and scan to find which season the ice cream man in our poem sells ice cream? Okay, just tick one box. Number 2 then, where does the ice cream man sell ice cream from? Okay, again, we're going to circle this time the answer. So instead of ticking, we're going to circle one answer. So does he sell his ice cream from a basket? Does he sell it from a shop, his house or a cart? Go be like Rex the Retriever, go and find it, underline it, and then you can tick the right answer on your question. Okay. Moving on then to our final page, you will still have and still be able to see on page 34 the poem. So make sure you're using it, but then you'll be answering questions on page 35 about this poem. Okay. So, number 3 is asking you, which flavours of ice cream does the ice cream man sell? But this time it's asking you to circle 2 answers, not 1, 2, okay? So we've got mint, strawberry, chocolate, coffee and raspberry. So you need to go and skim and scan your text. So it was on page 34, again you can see it. Go and find the flavours that this ice cream man sells, okay? Number 4, apart from ice cream, what else does the ice cream man sell? Now, if you were listening to my video, I gave you this answer earlier. So we know he sells ice cream, but he sells something else as well. We need to tick one box this time. Does he sell crisps, drinks, chocolate or sweets? Okay. And your final question to answer in your booklet today, number 5, what does the ice cream man stand underneath? So go be like Rex the Retriever, skim and scan that text and you will find your answer, underline it and you can copy it there so you don't lose it in the text. So I'd like you to pause the video now and complete pages 34 and 35 based on comprehension questions in your reading booklet. Now, we have answered a lot of comprehension and vocabulary questions today, so I've just got a tiny little extra challenge for you. Now, this is just an extra challenge. You don't have to do this, but I know there'll be lots of you at home that really want an extra challenge, okay? Be eager for another challenge. So the first challenge is, can you find and underline the rhyming words in our poem? So we were looking at rhyming words in our warm-up earlier on. Now, rhyming words are words that have the same sound at the end. So can you go and underline any words that rhyme in our poem for today? Now, the second thing that I'd like you to do, if you're up for a challenge, on a whiteboard or in your purple book, can you answer this question? What are you most looking forward to this summer? Okay, so when the weather goes all nice and hot again, what are you most looking forward to? Is it a visit from the ice cream man? Is it going to the park? Is it going to another place with your friends maybe? What are you most looking forward to? So I can't wait to see all of your comprehension and vocabulary questions in your booklet today, and if you can have a go at my All-Star Challenge too. So good luck Year 3, and I'll see you soon.